Hello, hello. This is Cindy from My Altered Muse. And this morning I need to bind some little pamphlet books that I'm putting in some projects that I'm making. So I thought that I would just do it on camera. And so this will be my third tutorial in my series that I'm running for our new folks, and if somebody else wants to brush up on their sewing in signatures, that'll be great. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll kind of walk through what you need, and we'll just sew them up together. Okay, this is the first one we're gonna do, and I've used a Tim Holtz piece of paper because it's nice and stiff. And then I have just added some pages in here, and I did some different cuts to give a little bit of personality to them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some clips on our pages, and so you want to tuck these pages really nice and tight up against the Tim Holtz piece of paper. And then I'm going to put a clip on it, and I'm going to clamp it down, and then I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to come around to the opposite side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to clip these in, and I'm just going to clip that down, and then I'm going to do the other sides. This just holds your paper nice and secure and helps you get them sewn in tightly and straight. So, well, let me get this last one on here. There we go. Okay, now we've got them ready to go. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'll talk to you a little bit about the thread that we use. Really and truly, for a little journal this small, you could use any kind of thread. But I like the waxed thread because when you go to tie it off, I'll show you, it really gets tight. It holds itself, and you don't have to worry about it slipping. And so that's I use this all the time. And what you want to do is you want to measure 3 times the length of what you're sewing. In this case, it's the little pamphlet journal. So I'm going to go, and I give it some extra room. I go 1, 2, 3. And also it depends on if you want to have strings, your thread hanging down, and you can put charms on them, beads, all kind of fun things. And this is my needle. I actually ordered these. Well, I actually ordered these online. There, I'm in frame. And I tried using just some regular needles, and they just didn't work. So I ordered these, and I'm real happy with them. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to thread my needle, and hopefully it'll go right in, and it did. So there, that's that's ready. Now the next thing I'm going to do, and with a little pamphlet like this, just a small little journal like this, I don't measure. In a follow-up video, I'll do a larger one and show you how to measure and get everything straight. But for these little ones, I'm just going to take, and I'm just going to kind of guesstimate the middle, and I'm going to put a dot right there. And then I'm going to come over and go about right there. And then I'm going to put one about right there. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to use is an awl. And this pokes the holes into your pages so you can get your needle in and out easily. And you always want to close it up and poke so that you know the point is going straight through the back and not coming out at a wonky angle. So you just push it through, and then be careful, don't get your fingers. Then I'm going to go to the next one and I'm going to push it through, and then I'm going to go to the final one and I'm going to push it through. There. Now we've got our holes all marked, and you can do this two ways. If you want your signature thread on the inside, you're going to start sewing on the inside. If you want your signature threads to end up on the outside, you're going to start sewing on the outside. And it depends on whether you want to put charms on it, beads, that type of thing. I usually do the inside. So we're going to stick our needle in, and we're going to pull through, and then you're just going to kind of hold that last of the string. Then we're going to come around and we're going to go to the top. Okay, wait a minute here, and naturally it's wanting to, okay, hold on, I got to get a little closer here. There we go. Okay, then we're going to pull that through, and hold on to that. Okay, still kind of holding on to your thread. Okay, we've done two holes now. Now we're going to go down to the bottom of the little journal, and we're going to insert our thread back through, and we're going to pull it. Now the final step is you're going to come back to the center, but you want to be very careful. You do not want to split any of the threads. So gently stick it in and make sure you haven't split any of your threads. Pull it through, and then you're going to pull it tight against each other. And then you want to check and make sure that both of these are okay. And then you're going to take your needle out, and you're going to pull against them, each other. And in a small one like this, you don't want to be too aggressive because you will bend it. But in a larger book, you can pull really tight. And see, this waxed thread keeps it right where I had it. Now I'm going to make one knot. Can y'all see? Okay. Then I'm going to make another knot. I am going to remove my clips. And I have a cute little sewn signature pamphlet, little small journal. What I'm doing with these, I'm adding these into some larger journals and some tuck spots. So that's what I'm doing with these. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that one off just a little bit. And you can see, with using it 3 times, measuring 3 times, this is all the thread that I have left. So if you really wanted to have some long ones, you probably need to do it 4 times if you want to add if you want to put beads and dangles and all that on it. But anyway, that is the first little book. And like I say, I added some little fun little pages in here. And actually, all of this was scraps that I had cut off of other things, and I just went through my scrap box and found these and made these little journals, and they will just be a darling little extra in my project that I'm working on. And probably when I start decorating my larger journal, I will do something to the cover of this, and I'll probably add a little pocket here and here and put some small pieces of ephemera in it. But I know when you're just starting out, everything is kind of just kind of overwhelming. So okay, I've got 2 more to do, so we'll just start on another one. Okay, this one is a sweet one. It's got roses on the cover. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to snip it off like that. And then let me get my needle. And all right. Sometimes my eyes see double on all this stuff. Let me get it closer to me where I can get it done. Okay, now I've got it threaded. We're going to do the same thing. You want to line your pages up and make sure they're where you want them to be. You're going to find the middle of your signature. A signature is nothing but a group of pages. So this is one signature. And pardon my horrible fingernail. I've been working out in the yard and broke it off down in the quick. Okay, so here's the middle of your signature, and you're gonna put your fingers in here and hold them tight and push your pages up against your book. And then you're gonna clip them. And then you're gonna turn it around and clip the opposite side. Then you're gonna flip it around again. Clip, and then one more time. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take our pencil again, and we're just going to kind of eyeball it. And I'm going to put the center mark right there. And then I'm going to come over here and put the second one. And then I'm going to go down here and put the third one. Then we have our 3 marks. Now, remember, we're going to take the awl, and you're going to bend your book over so when you poke your hole, it comes out here rather than the side. So we're going to bend it over, and we're going to poke, and it comes out, and then you pull it. Then we're going to go to the top one, push it, comes out. Then we're going to go to the bottom one, push it, and you'll see how they all 3 came out right on top. Okay, so the next thing we do is take our needle, push it through the center hole, grab that tail right there, and then you're going to, I used to try to put my finger under here so I can kind of feel when it comes through. Then we're going to pull it. Oops, I pulled too tight. Let me start over. I lost my tail. If you want to, you can hook your tail into this clip right here, and then that won't happen to you. Okay, let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, then you're gonna come back through. You're gonna pull it, and then you're gonna go down to the bottom, come up, Then you're going to come through the center. Remember what I told you, don't split any of your threads, because you won't be able to pull it if you do. Okay. Pull it tight, and then you're going to make a knot. There you go. And you can erase these little marks. I'll do that before I complete it. Put it in the journal. Okay, there's your second little book. Well, yeah, there you go. And just pull your little strings down to the bottom. Flip them off. And there you've got another little mini journal. They're just so cute and handy in so many ways, and they really make a nice piece of ephemera in a larger journal. If you've got a big tuck spot or something, you can use matching papers and put it in there. Okay, we'll do one more. And then I want to show you some books that I have finished. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm lining up and making sure I've got everything where I want it. Then I'm going to start clipping. Okay. I'm going to flip it around. And I'm going to clip right here. Now on a bigger journal, this is what I use. I use the big clips like this, but on these little guys, I just use these little tiny clips to hold them in place. Okay, and we got one more to go. Okay, now we're gonna mark our pages just like this. Okay, now need to get my thread. Okay, and you're gonna snip it off. Okay, I'm gonna thread my needle. I gotta get over here where I can see it. Okay, now we're going to, oh, wait a minute, I didn't poke my holes. Okay, here we go. We're gonna poke one right there. We're gonna poke one right there. And we're gonna poke one right there. Okay, now, we are going to go through our center hole. I tell you what, why don't I make this one coming on the outside? We're gonna go let's see if I can feel the needle there. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna come through this hole and we're gonna hold it off. We're gonna go through this hole. We're gonna pull up. And then we're gonna go down to the bottom hole. Get my finger down here. A lot of times it's a lot easier. You can feel where your needle's going. Okay, then we're gonna pull it. Okay, and then we're gonna come back up and we're gonna go through our center hole. And then, I think I forgot to tell y'all this, you slide it through your thread, this length right here, and then you pull it pull it tight, clip it, right. Then you've got your little threads on the outside this time, all by just reversing how you stitch it. Okay, there we are. We've done 3, and I'm ready to put them in the journals. Okay, now that I've shown you that, I think I had talked to y'all about doing this series of just simple things that sometimes if you're shown, it's a lot easier than trying to figure it out. And as I do things that I think somebody might be interested in, I'll do a short little tutorial on it. And like I say, this is my 3rd one. My first one was tea dyeing, how I tea dye. The second one was what kind of glues I use. And then the third one is binding these little journals. And I have also made these larger journals. I think they're 6.5 by 8 or something like that. And they've got quite a few pages in them. And the front pocket right here, I put some ephemera in it, and I've got 4 of them. And well, no, I actually have 5. And I thought maybe for folks that were just starting out, they might like a pamphlet type journal to take notes in or to practice in. And I'll leave the link below to these. And if you want one, you just go on over, follow the link, and they'll be there for you. And if people want more than I have, I'll make some more and take care of that. But anyway, I just thought maybe that y'all might enjoy this, and it's kind of fun to have somebody to talk to, even if I can't see you. So I appreciate it very much, and we will talk to you soon. You have a great day, and please stay safe. Bye-bye.